You could double your salary tomorrow and still end up broke within a year. The enemy isn't your income. It never was, and today I'm going to prove it. Two people, identical salaries, same city. 10 years later, one is wealthy. One is drowning in debt. Nobody asks why. But that question is worth more than any financial advice you'll ever read. We were all sold the same lie. Just earn more, and your money problems disappear. But Americans are richer than ever and more financially stressed than ever at the same time. Right now, 60% of Americans cannot cover a single unexpected $400 expense. That includes people earning $150,000 a year. The real villain in your financial life isn't your boss, the economy, or your bills. It's an invisible, psychological force wired into you long before you earned your first dollar. Your money behavior was programmed into you during childhood. Silently and permanently, every stressed conversation, every unpaid bill, every financial fear your family had became your blueprint. Neuroscience shows core money beliefs are locked into the brain before age 7. By adulthood, they run completely on autopilot, invisible, automatic, and incredibly powerful. Meet Marcus, 32 years old, marketing manager, earning $68,000 a year. He has $340 in savings and absolutely no idea where the rest goes. Growing up, Marcus watched his mother work double shifts and still dread the first of every month. That image burned itself into his brain, and it still drives every money decision he makes today. When you grow up around financial stress, your brain develops what psychologists call a scarcity mindset. It keeps you focused on surviving today, making it nearly impossible to plan for tomorrow. The cruel part about scarcity mindset is that it follows you even when the money improves. Marcus earned 3 times what his mother ever did and still felt just as financially trapped. The first wealth killer is lifestyle creep. When your spending silently grows every time your income does, it feels like progress, but it is actually a treadmill that gets faster every year. Marcus got a 12% raise last year and celebrated by upgrading his apartment and his car. By month 3, the raise was completely gone, absorbed by a lifestyle that expanded to swallow it whole. Emotional spending is when you use purchases to manage pain, stress, boredom, or loneliness. It works for about 45 minutes. Then the regret and the credit card bill both arrive. Every purchase triggers a dopamine hit in the brain, the same chemical released by gambling and social media. Billion-dollar companies have engineered their entire business model around hijacking that reaction. Marcus does most of his damage between midnight and 2 in the morning, scrolling online stores alone. He calls it relaxing his bank account, calls it a $400 weekly habit. Financial avoidance is refusing to look at your money because the truth feels too painful to face. Every month you don't look, the hole gets deeper and the anxiety gets louder. People think avoidance brings peace. It actually brings compounding financial destruction. Ignoring a debt does not shrink it. Interest does not care whether you are watching or not. Here is the deepest layer of this problem. Many people are broke because they identify as broke. When your financial struggle becomes part of your identity, your subconscious fights to maintain it. Financial therapists call these money scripts automatic beliefs like rich people are greedy or I'm just bad with money. Research by financial psychologist Brad Klontz identified 4 destructive money scripts that keep people poor: money avoidance, money worship, money status, and money vigilance, and most people carry at least 2. Money avoidance sounds like rich people are corrupt, or I don't care about money. I care about people. It feels noble, but it quietly programs your brain to self-sabotage every time real wealth gets within reach. Money worship is the belief that more money will finally fix everything wrong in your life. It leads to endless chasing, overspending to feel successful, and never feeling like enough is enough. Money status is using purchases to signal worth and importance to other people. You spend money you don't have to impress people who don't care to feel like you matter. Social comparison is one of the most expensive habits an American can develop in the modern age. You are not competing with your neighbor. You are competing with a highlight reel that is mostly financed by debt. The average American spends over 2 hours daily consuming content designed to make them feel inadequate. That inadequacy is then monetized, turned into purchases meant to close a gap. That was never real. Here is the truth about the people you are trying to keep up with. Most of them are just as broke as you. The luxury car is leased. The big house has a mortgage they can barely afford. The watch is on a payment plan. Your brain is wired to choose a small reward today over a large reward in the future every single time. Building wealth requires winning a daily war against the most primitive part of your own biology. The famous Stanford marshmallow study showed that delayed gratification predicts financial success better than IQ. People who can wait consistently end up wealthier not because they earn more, but because they think differently. Most people have tried budgeting and failed, not because they lack discipline, but because budgets treat symptoms. If you don't fix the psychological root, the budget becomes just another thing you feel guilty about abandoning. We are told that financial failure is a willpower problem. Just try harder. Be more disciplined. But willpower is a limited daily resource, and a broken money mindset will always outlast it. Retailers, banks, and app designers spend billions engineering environments that trigger spending impulses. You are not failing at discipline. You are fighting a billion-dollar industry with your bare hands. Studies show people spend up to 83% more when paying by card versus cash. The physical disconnection from money removes the emotional pain of spending by design. Consumer debt in America has crossed $17 trillion, and the average, each minimum payment buys another month of the illusion that things are under control. Marcus hit his turning point on a Tuesday night when he finally added up everything he owed. The number on that page was the most terrifying and the most clarifying moment of his adult life. The single most powerful financial move you can make costs absolutely nothing. It is radical awareness. You cannot fix what you refuse to look at, and most people are refusing to look. Track every single dollar you spend for 30 days, not to judge yourself, just to see the truth clearly. Most people are shocked to discover where their money actually goes versus where they think it goes. Every emotional spender has a trigger: stress, boredom, loneliness, anxiety, or the need for control. Once you identify your specific trigger, you can interrupt the pattern before the purchase happens. For any unplanned purchase over $50, implement a strict 48-hour waiting rule. 70% of the time, the urge to buy disappears completely within 2 days. Stop relying on willpower and start automating your best financial decisions instead. Set up automatic transfers to savings. The same day, your paycheck arrives before your brain can spend it. The most effective savings strategy ever discovered is devastatingly simple: pay yourself before you pay anything else. Even $20 a week becomes over $1,000 a year without a single conscious decision. Real financial change requires a shift in identity from "I am someone who struggles with money" to "I am someone who builds wealth." Your behavior will always follow your self-image, not the other way around. Every small financial win rewires your brain with a new piece of evidence about who you are. You are not trying to get rich overnight. You are building the neural proof that you are capable of managing money. Redesign your environment to make good financial decisions the path of least resistance. Delete shopping apps, unsubscribe from retail emails, and remove saved payment methods from every website. Research consistently shows that your financial behavior mirrors the 5 people you spend the most time with. Surrounding yourself with people who normalize saving and investing is one of the most underrated wealth strategies. Every right financial behavior you repeat compounds over time, exactly like interest compounds in an account. The gap between who saves and who spends does not become visible in year 1. It becomes catastrophic by year 20. Marcus did not find a higher-paying job. He did not win anything. He did not inherit money. He changed 3 behaviors, automated 1 savings transfer, and deleted 2 apps and saved more in 90 days than in the previous 3 years. Wealth is not a math problem. It is a psychology. Problem solved consistently over a long period of time. The formula is simple. Fix the mindset. Control the behavior, give it time, and the money follows. Every year you wait to fix your financial psychology costs you compounding years of growth. You can never get back. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time is before you finish watching this video. You are not broke because you are lazy, unlucky, or don't earn enough. You are broke because nobody ever showed you the invisible programming controlling your every financial move until now.